getting into your thrive state. Nate, what is your thrive state, or what is a thrive state? A thrive state, in my words, is that feeling that you have where you're just like, man, you ain't messing with me, right? I'm going all in 120%, and your body just feels on top of the world. Some people, they do cold plunges to get into their thrive state. They put their body into an extreme workout to get into that thrive state. Some people, they'll simply pull up one of their favorite movie quotes. They'll put on some of their jam, like whether it's rap music, whether it's some kind of pop country music. I don't know, whatever it is that you like, but they get themselves into that thrive state. Other people, for example, if they're getting ready to do a speech or a video, they'll simply go through rhythms within themselves, being like, what's going on, guys? Back again for another episode, right? Or, and then you go and you get into it. And there's different ways that you can just get yourself into that thrive state. It's different for everybody, but especially getting in tune with yourself. Musicians, artists, they do this a lot where they do that with the vocals. It's like, I'm not a vocal coach, okay? But I'm just giving you examples of what people do to get into that thrive state. Because when you get into that thrive state, let's just say you're making a cold call and you're not enthusiastic. Well, get enthusiastic. Get into your thrive state. If you're getting ready to give a speech, people don't want to hear you like your little softness, and people want to hear that lightning that you have behind you. That's why the highest paid speakers in the world get paid the big bucks. Now, there are some other ones that they're not necessarily the most enthusiastic, but they're extremely educated and informative with the way that they speak. But you look at somebody like Tony Robbins, you look at somebody like Eric Thomas, you look at somebody like Les Brown, even Bob Proctor, that dude's in his 80s, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And there's a reason he gets paid some big money. It's because he's not talking the same tone. Like, he gets in his thrive state. All these people do. Every single one of them. So again, understand like what your industry is. Maybe you sell cars. Quit sounding like every doggone salesman there is out there. Get into your thrive state. And you don't have to be the Tony Robbins. You don't have to be Eric Thomas. You don't have to be like, yeah, man, I'm going to do it as bad as I want to breathe. It's like, that's great. You can have that in your mind, but come up with your own stuff. That's the power of branding as well. Okay? There's power to that if you really want to build a legacy, but most importantly, if you want to move mountains. So the power of one's thrive state is so important. And I hope that these little tactics can help with that. Get yourself pumped up. Okay? Listen to some music. Get yourself in that zone where you're ready to just take on the world. Okay? And listen, let me tell you, maybe you got a business partner. Maybe you got somebody that you co-speak with a lot. And you find it hard to get into your thrive state because you're around them all the time. Maybe you got to take a step out. Take a step out, change up your routine where you're just with yourself. Because being around somebody else all the time, that can take away a little bit from your thrive state and their thrive state. Because if you're listening to music that gets you pumped up, but it's not music that gets them pumped up, then it's not, like you're not doing each other. You're doing yourself a service, but you're not doing the other person a service. So that's why I recommend respect each other's privacy, and then understand, listen, I'm going to be doing this morning for X amount of minutes or X amount of hours because I realize this is my time, And that's something I've realized over the years, how I need my alone time to get into my thrive state, because that's what makes me just get to that next level and not being around other people, especially where I can just walk in there. Because I realize at the end of the day, for me to get into my thrive state, I'm the one that needs to do that to myself because I'm extremely self-motivated, right? So that's just something else I figured I'd throw in there as well. But again, your thrive state is so important, and you can make a lot of money with thrive state. But most importantly, you can grow your network a ton too. Remember that.